Black Clover, chapter 242. Yeah, okay, let's start now. So, a couple of things happened, right? Was that a flashback for Asta's parents? I'm not sure. Vanessa, that was kind of crazy. Gauche, like how's Gauche not even the first on my list? Gauche may be dead. Dante went to 60% of his demon power, which is kind of mad. So 60% is pretty crazy. That's the most we've seen so far. I think Zeno was 55. You know what? Like, obviously, seeing all of like Zeno and Dante. Well, these are the two Dark Child we've actually seen fight. We haven't seen Veronica fight yet. Let me bring this behind me. But like, seeing these two actually fight, yeah, it's been like, oh wow, these guys are like, they seem unbeatable. Like, they seem so OP. Like, how can you take these guys out? But I'm not gonna lie, the Black Clover, the Clover Kingdom, they've been doing a decent job. Okay, maybe Yuno. Like, Yuno's been doing a decent job. I didn't expect Yuno to, like, defeat Zeno or, like, body him, no, but I expected him to, like, okay, he didn't really he kind of put up a fight. Like, he forced Zeno to put in 55%. So that was pretty crazy. And even before, Zeno, Yuno fought someone that was at 40%, I think. Or was it 30? I can't remember. So yeah, I have to give them props to these guys. It's hilarious in my opinion, because like, they have, I think it was a 6-month time skip, and they come back all like super OP, super strong, and then they just get bodied, they just get slammed by these guys, which is crazy. Now, everyone's probably thinking, where the hell is Yami? Now, I don't think Yami can do too much, to be honest. Like, I'm not saying that Asta's stronger than Yami, but like, okay, look at William. Like, William couldn't, that we know of, obviously because it was off-screen, but William basically did nothing against Zeno. Maybe they did, but we can't say that because we didn't really see it, which is really, really annoying. But yeah, like, I don't think Yemi's gonna come through and be like, Dark Dimension Slash, and then Dante's gonna be like, oh my god, like, nah, that's not gonna happen. No, like, because like throughout the series, Yami's been the saving grace. Like, even in the word magic devil, like, yeah, Yami came in and it's just like, I've never thrown it from this far away before. So, yeah, I don't think Yami's gonna do too much. I feel like what's gonna happen is like, Yami comes and then just sees like Asta just bloodied on the floor. The end of this chapter kind of did remind me with like Ichigo, like when Ichigo would go into his hollow form. That was pretty cool. So actually, yeah, let's focus a little bit on what Asta kind of looks like right now. So I think Asta has 3 horns. He's got like 2 here and then like 1 curly one like that. People are assuming and guessing what percentage he's on. Asta doesn't really roll like that. So he's not like, okay, cool, I'm releasing 20%. Like, he's not like Deku. So we don't really know. I guess we can only gauge by the blackness which fills the skin. But then again, like, is that true? Like, because Dante was like 60%, but he did look like he was 60% covered. No, it just seemed like the markings on his face came down and a bit on his arms and that. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to see about that one. Maybe a couple of chapters later on, we'll find out a bit more. So Asta has a tail as well. And it seems like this arm that he's holding on the sword and his leg, like, just seems so muscular and beefy more than usual. It just looked crazy. Like, he's even growling as well, so it looks a little bit animalistic. So hopefully we get some hollow vibes. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, no, I'm not. Cool. Yeah, so like, hopefully we'll get some, in the sense of hollow vibes, like in the sense like he's just animalistic, like he's just gonna go out there kind of thing. Now what's it gonna do to Dante? I don't think it's gonna do much. I don't feel like, Dante just seems mad right now. Like, okay, cool. First of all, can we just chat about like his demon? He calls it the Demon King. So I'm like, because like in the last chapter it's just like, oh, presence of the Demon King, like some of his magic, like that's the titles, and I'm like, bruh. So we'll have to, like, I want to see what his looks like, because that's kind of mad. I really do like Dante, by the way. Just his characterization in the sense like he's now the king of Spade Kingdom, obviously because they overthrew Yuno's family. And just seeing how what they've become, not seeing how what they've become, sorry, but seeing how like, obviously normally there's the big bad guy and he's like the leader of their organization, but the fact that like he's a king Like the fact he's even wearing a crown. Like he's fighting these guys with his crown. The crown's not being lopsided or whatever. That crown is fixated on his head. Which is crazy. And it just looks so badass, like the sense that like he's just doing all of this. With the man's got his hands in his pockets, people. Like he is chilling. And it's really cool to see what his magic does. So okay, cool. He uses 50%, right? For gravity, and it warps space. So at the start of the chapter, Gauche uses the mirror technique with Asta's black meteorite. So it's like the whole Naruto, like split off into so many people, so many clones basically. And they're like, yeah, because the whole sense of black meteorite is like it just follows you down. So they're like, you won't be able to miss this. And then he's just like 50%. And he just like, I don't know what he does. I think like he warps space. So like all the clones go into one point. I didn't really get that. And then like Asta falls through and he's just like, what? And then just like throws him down. So he says a couple of cool things other than the whole stereotypical like, oh, evil's the best, all that kind of stuff. He says a kind of interesting things. He says that they're different ranks. And what we've been getting, and I think this is kind of important as well, like what's been really interesting when they've realized that Asta has a demon as well, they're like, this is odd, because like they're so confused by it because they're not, the one in Asta is not acting how they should. So maybe like they're not acting like the one in Asta is being a bit rebellious or not acting how they usually would. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. So either way, Asta's demon's been quiet, man. Like so quiet. You think during like the word magic one, you think that guy, like he would come out a bit more, but like he only came out at the end, and I was like, damn, okay, fair. So like Dante kind of addresses it in this chapter, and he's just like, why did they pick you? And I'm like, I think that's obviously alluding to maybe his character in that, in the sense that they probably choose people who just want power to just do whatever they want power for malicious intent, and obviously Asta wasn't like that. Asta wants to save the kingdom, so this guy who's within Asta's going off a bit on his own accord. And maybe we'll see a bit more. Like, okay, the question is what? Is Asta really controlling himself right now, or is the other guy? Because obviously we didn't see much of Asta's training during the 6 months. So we don't really know what he amassed in that training. We don't really know what he got better at. Maybe he can fully control his demon, or like we don't really know that much. So only time can tell. No, aside from that, I know you guys want to be talking about what we saw in that chapter. The flashback. So as Gauche is stabbed, now is Gauche dead? I hope so. Okay, no, I mean like, I feel like it would be good for the story. Yeah, I feel like it would be good for the story. Like some people in Black Bulls had to. Like, Dante had to take some people out either way. If not, we'll see. Like, he's a cool character though, but I just feel like he'll help with the threat level and that. And imagine like Yami comes back and sees like one of his squad members die. Like, obviously at the end of the day, it's the Black Bulls. You can't kill most of them. Like, you can't just come and kill Vanessa or like Noel or something like that. Like, that's just not gonna happen. But Gauche, or maybe like severely damage him. Let Gauche be out for the rest of the arc or something like that. But yeah, I just want Yami to come back to just see his squad just like finished, and then either will be like Dante will look back and be like, we'll meet again. Oh, actually, it doesn't make sense because Dante really came for Yami. So like, yeah, so Yami will come back and Dante's just like, now you've arrived, and then they fight. That would be pretty sick. I just want to see a Dante versus Yami fight, man. It's not that Yami's gonna beat the guy, but we still want to see it, guys. We still want to see it. Yeah, let me not go off a tangent. Back to business. Okay, so the flashback. People are saying it's Asta's mum or Asta's dad, because as Gauche got stabbed, it's like maybe it released some suppressed memories, because you see in the panel, you don't really see so much, but this person's got like, he's got a gaping hole in his chest, and it's just like, my dear son. So obviously alluding to Asta. Now I'm like, about time, like 240 something odd chapters, and we don't really know, we know niche about Asta's backstory. Like, we need to know a bit more. So yeah, now obviously, you know, as royalty, I don't think Asta's gonna be like, oh, the secret kingdom of the north, Asta, you're like, nah, it ain't gonna be like that. The whole point of Asta's character was that like he was no one special, unless Tabata Sensei's gonna do that kind of whole like you're the son of the second Wizard King. I don't know, like we'll see. I just don't think it's gonna go down that route. Maybe it'll be someone that like, you know what? My first theory was like, once we found out that Yuna was royalty, my first thought was like, okay, maybe Asta's family were like bodyguards or like, you know, like part of the guard, the royal guard or something like that. And as as Yuno's family was getting overthrown, like they were defending and all that kind of stuff. And like, yeah, that's what I thought. I just don't think Asta's royalty, in my opinion. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, guys, that's probably enough for me. Please tell me your thoughts in the comments below. We didn't really talk about the finesse thing, but that was kind of mad. Like, Dante went 60%, just like expelled her manner. And this guy is really, really, really possessive, like already. But anyway, tell me your thoughts in the comments below what you thought about this chapter. What do you think is gonna happen next week? Do you think we're gonna see Yami? Do you think Yami's gonna save the day? If you're new to my channel, subscribe for weekly reviews of Black Clover. And I'll see you next week for that greatness that is chapter 243. Peace out, guys. Bye.